Shukadev Goswami told Parikshit Maharaj, that 7 days of longevity is enough to achieve perfection. He said, you have only 7 days left to live. Do you think it is a short time? It is enough time. What is all important is the proper use of every second. What time we have in our hands is uncertain, but we must try our best to properly use every second. This must not be neglected. We should not think the future is before me. Any time I like, I can engage in the profitable affair of spiritual life. Not 1 second should be lost. Longfellow wrote, it's an English writer, trust no future, however pleasant. Let the dead past bury its dead. Act in the living present. Heart within and God overhead. The present is at our hand. We don't know about our future. We must try. We don't know about our future. We must try to use the time at hand to its best advantage. And how will our time be best used? In the association of saints and scriptures. How will our time be best used? I just told it.
Association of saints and scriptures.
Oh, you're here. Purity is to be measured by the unit of sacrifice, and not sacrifice to any partial interest, but sacrifice to the whole. The absolute whole has been shown to us as the emporium of rasa, Akhila Rasamrita Murti. The absolute good, the autocrat, the designer and destiner of everything we see. Our ideal of sacrifice should be so high that we can give up even the corresponding results of sacrifice. Self-abnegation or self-surrender is generally known as Atmanivedanam. However, Atmaniksepa is a stronger word for surrender. It means to throw oneself desperately towards the infinite. One must be desperate in self-sacrifice. In self-sacrifice we must be very careful not to aspire for any greater or existent selfishness, but to surrender only to the center. Sacrifice is meant for the center, Krishna, the all attractor. In realizing that position, we are concerned about 2 things: transcendental knowledge, sambandha, and the means for reaching the goal, abhidheya. If we realize this correctly, then the fulfillment of the ultimate goal, prayojana, will come automatically. We shall be very conscious about the center, to whom we are dedicating everything. The object of our fulfillment, sambandha, and our dedication or purity of purpose, abhidheya. These two things are most important. This can be understood from the scripture and the saints. And if we concern ourselves with the purest and highest sacrifice, the end will come of itself. We are not to bother for any remuneration. We have only to do our duty, and the remuneration will come. To whom we will dedicate ourselves, and what we shall receive, these things should be discussed, thought out, meditated upon, and put into practice. In this way we must try to live in the infinite. We must always stay engaged in the cultivation of infinite love and infinite beauty, as recommended by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The spiritual practice, we must understand there's no end towards intensity. Those who are pure devotees, like we are now, have a good fortune to get association with real pure devotees. Whatever they do, whatever they speak, whatever they think, everything is connected with Krishna, Guru, Krishna, Saint, and the center. And this is something we cannot imagine now on our plane. We are not Krishna conscious. Krishna conscious means we are always conscious. Yes, He's here, He's looking at me. And what I'm doing, what I'm reading, I do this as a service to Him. When I am chanting, then not my day program will appear. No, the chanting is for pleasing Him. And when I chant the name Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, I must think, I'm chanting for Him, I must think, He's hearing me, I am offering this to Him. This means always conscious of Krishna. This is just a high ideal, what is given by the saints and the scriptures. In practice or in reality, we are far away from the realization of this plane or this kind of Krishna consciousness. But we should never, we should always be conscious. We should not waste any minute, any hour, any second in reality. To always keep whatever we do, whatever it is meant for His Krishna for him. This means Krishna conscious. And such devotees, they are rarely found. But those who have realized and have got taste for serving Krishna, they increase and their progress is automatically coming, because Krishna, when I call in Krishna as a service, then he will appear. Nam, Nami is not different. I must be always conscious of this. But if my consciousness is spread in the material plane, then so many things will come in my mind, and this is chanting is more or less not very helpful. We cannot attain or not understand Krishna on this level. So we have to go inside. We have to see, we have to know that Krishna is sitting in our heart. And Krishna is outside. Wherever, whatever I look, it is everywhere is Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. And I must learn to hear and offer the name to his lotus feet. Is this understandable?
But impossible.
Yes.
In which dictionary this word is found?
This, what is impossible?
It's the next question.
Impossible, nothing is impossible, yeah. But for us it is impossible. Why? We cannot point on anyone else. I must point on myself. I won't go out. I don't want to, with my service, with my chanting, with my speaking, with my action, I'm not doing it for Krishna. It's very hard, very difficult. And the question appears when the things come too close. And what is left for me? Nothing. Nothing is left. Or with other words, everything. Everything you get. But then nothing, you lose the consciousness of this material world. You are not anymore identify with body and country and family and all these things. But we are not conscious that these things will have an end. And it will be taken away anyway, if I like it or not, if I believe it or not. Do you believe me? Yes, but but these things we have to understand. It's not we can attain this plane so easily, but we have to, at least our sadhana or progress should go in this direction. So how by the scriptures can be understood from the scriptures and the saints? So already the object of our heart's faith is infinite. Already the object of our heart's faith. So in the heart, our faith is infinite. Still, some conception of him have been given by the man of experience in the ocean of fate. In the ocean of fate, many have had their special experience. This has been recorded in the scriptures. To that we can approach the saints, who stand like lighthouses to help us cross the ocean. Of nescience. That must be bona fide, not merely a concoction or imitation. It may also be possible to imitate the real thing by taking our mundane experience and trusting it into the world of fate. So we must approach that plane very carefully, with the line of reliable saints. We must be careful to know the qualification of a real saint. Their symptoms are given in the scriptures. And who is a disciple and what should be his attitude? All these things are given in the scriptures. And faith is required in order to work in that substantial conscious world, which is subjective. This is the most important thing, that we have to remember. The infinite is subjective. It can guide us and be affectionate to us. All these things are not being reckoned with. He can guide us. The revealed truth stands on this foundation. We cannot approach Krishna by ascending methods. What means this? We cannot approach by ascending way. Method. Yes. It's not. This is a great mistake we do in the beginning or in some movements. Some devotee leaving this, that I can, through my power, to my intellect, I can approach the infinite. It's not possible. And then comes to the point, what is then, how can I obtain the infinite, or how can I get His mercy? This only through surrender. There's no other way. I must make me dependent on Him. He is everything. He is the controller, He is the master of everything. Everything belongs to Him. I am a part of Him. This consciousness must appear, or it must be realized. We must leave it. We cannot imitate these things. Imitation means I will do it my way. That is how I can never attain the Supreme. We cannot approach Krishna by a ascending method, but he can descend to our level to make him. Oh, they are holding long. We must understand this very fundamental and substantial point. He can come to us, and only through faith can we come to him. Shraddha, faith is more important than calculative truth. The example of great souls is more valuable to us than our human calculation. The external material physical truth does not have much value. Rather, it is the false attitude of mind which is very strong. That psychical truth should not be given greater respect than the intuitive practice of pure devotees. Rather, the intuition of a pure devotee should be given preference to the calculations of truth made by ordinary man. So faith has no connection with the so-called reality of this world. It is completely independent. There is a world which is guided only by faith, Shraddha. Mayam Lokan, faith is everything there, and it is infinite and all accommodating. In the world of faith, everything may be true by the sweet will of the Lord. And here, in the land of death, calculation is conclusive and destructive, and its ultimate goal. It has no ultimate value. It should be rejected. The knowledge that materialists come under the fallible calculation of exploiting souls has no value whatsoever. But in the world of the infinite, faith is the only standard by which everything moves. Svyam sumitirya sudushtaram tyuman vanavadam bhimam apatra surita. Srimad Bhagavatam 10 canto, it's the shloka. Here Srimad Bhagavatam says that just as in the vast ocean, when nothing else can be seen, the compass is the only guide, so in the world of the infinite, our only guide is the footsteps of those great souls who have traveled on the path of faith. The way has been marked by the holy footsteps of those who have gone to the highest quarter. This is our only hope. Yudhishthira Maharaj also says that the real secret is concealed in the hearts of saints. A treasure is hidden in a mysterious cave. Dharmasya tatam nihitam guyayam. The broad line towards the truth is chalked out by those who are going to the divine world. And that is our surest guide. All other methods of guidance may be eliminated because calculation is fallible. So guidance comes from the absolute, infinite. And his guidance can come in any form, anywhere, anytime. With this broad view, we should realize the meaning of Vaikunta. Vaikunta means without limitation. It is as if we are in a boat floating in the infinite ocean. Many things may come to help or hinder us, but only our optimistic good faith may be our guide. Our Gurudev, the guide is Shri Guru. Nyantiham from Srimad Bhagavatam also, Adyam Sulabham Sudulabham. It starts like this. In the infinite ocean we have boarded our small boat, the human form of life, and our destination is uncertain and inconceivable. But it is conceivable to our Gurudev. Guru Kamadaram. Our Guru is our guide, the captain of the boat. And we must progress with sincere faith. We are trying to cross a horrible ocean with huge waves and dangerous sharks, swallowing walls. So there's a Timingilla fishes. They are not known to us now, but they are so big that they swallow big whale fishes.
Whales.
Whales. Sharks swallow whales, showing whales, swallowing whales. It is full of danger. The guidance of saints is our only hope. We must depend on them. They stand like lighthouses in the infinite ocean to guide us to the land of faith. Faith means hope in the infinite. Vaikuntha means infinite. And Shraddha means good faith. Just as there is a place called the Cup of Good Hope, Shraddha means surcharged with good hope in the infinite. So Vaikuntha is infinite, and if we wish to draw the attention of the infinite, the only way open to us is Shraddha. By Shraddha alone we can attract the infinite. And when Shraddha develops a definite form after progressing through power, ecstatic emotion, Shraddha becomes prema, divine love. Columbus set sail, and after a long voyage, finally arrived in America. He reached the land of good hope. In the same way, we hope, Shraddha, faith, we may, after crossing Vaikuntha, arrive in the highest plane of the spiritual cosmos. Shraddha is our light in the darkness. Only Shraddha can guide us when we are travelers in the infinite. I have heard that this is the way to that place. That sprint will keep our hearts enlivened. The definition of Shraddha is given in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Faith is the firm conviction that by serving Krishna, all other purposes are automatically served. This we can believe. Can you follow this? What is an important point. All other purposes are automatically served. No risk, no gain. Greatest risk, greatest gain. Krishna assures us, I am everywhere. There is no need to be afraid at all. Just realize that I am your friend. I am all in all, and you are mine. To believe this is your only fare for the journey to the land of faith, to the absolute truth, the transcendental substance, who is the object of our inquiry. Through faith is endowed with all power and all consciousness. He is kind, benevolent, and sweet. His power is infinitely higher than ours, and we are infinitely smaller than him. Our attitude should be that compared to him we are insignificant. What then will be the real symptom of a disciple? Who is a real seeker of the truth? What is the qualification of one who is searching after the truth? What is his attitude, his nature? And what will be the symptom of the Guru, the guide? In Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, Tatvini pranipadena pariprasnena sevaya ubhadekshanti te jnanam jnaninastattatasilah. One can learn the truth only by submissive approaching and inquiring from those who have seen, experienced the truth. So, those who have not seen the truth, those who have no realization, we cannot get the truth, because natural, it is logical. If you want to go to a Hofer market and you want an airplane, they will say, sorry, we don't have. Same way, you want to enter the spiritual plane, one can learn the truth only by submissive approaching and inquiring from those who have seen and experienced the truth. And by rendering service to them, one becomes initiated into transcendental knowledge. So what is required? Pranipad, submission, and seva, service. Then the inquiry will be bona fide. Otherwise it is a false transaction. It may have no value. It may all be waste of energy. Genuine faith does not allow us to think ourselves at liberty to do anything and everything. If it is a real transaction, there must be some guidance from above. So Shraddha, faith, is the most important thing for a devotee. Is there any question up to this? Or what time we have?
32.
How the Shraddha is developing?
Hmm?
How the Shraddha is developing?
How? If you start realizing that this world is not fulfilling, I cannot fulfill my desire here. And that this world is painful. So Krishna may bless us. And the desire has to be there to go out from this conception that I am the enjoyer. Whatever I do, this is meant for my enjoyment. Even to give enjoyment to others is also sense gratification. Like there are some movements, karidas, or many such things, But they also want something in return. It's not free of motives. But that's because faith is necessary, that we serve someone, we do not know him, we have not seen him. We have only heard, we have read books perhaps, and we have practiced some beginning level, but we have never come close to the decision. If I want to know him, necessary is all risk. I must surrender. All risk, no gain may be there. This is the level we have to cross over. No risk, no gain. All risk, all gain. Saints say this. So this body is belonging to him. It is temporary. This mind is belonging to him. It is also temporary. Intellect in this world, what we call intellect in this world, is also, it changes. It is a product of this material world. So, with all these things, I cannot understand the Supreme Lord. I have to jump into the ocean, and have developed the faith that Krishna will save me. This is not an easy thing. It takes many lifetimes. But one day, if we are fortunate, but everything is possible if we meet a proper sadhu, a real sadhu. Then all these details, all this will be revealed to us. Not when you hear him. He helps us to open our heart, and he will put the plants inside. He will give us realization, understanding. So who is the real sadhu? It is also said in the Shastra, we may have our Gurudev. If our Gurudev is a pure soul, pure, then he will always, in that lifetime, will always our Gurudev. If we have Shraddha, he will guide us. He will let us understand, step by step. And don't try to find out that what is the technique. This is absolute foolishness. We cannot understand this. This is coming from higher plane. If you want everything, you want first with your conditioned mind and intellect understand, then you're nowhere. We have no hope. These things we cannot understand now in our conditional situation. But we can hear from sadhus. And then if there are not only one sadhus, there are many real, different levels, deeper understanding. But we should be very careful. These things we should trust our Gurudev, who is bona fide, who is an eternal associate of the Lord. But others will help us when Guru leaves this planet, or the Guru is one Guru. So there's no difference. Krishna is Adi Guru, the first Guru, and Krishna sent many of his helpers to this world. And Krishna acting through them. Of course, there are different levels of Guru. It is also explained. The example is given, those who are standing on the mundane level and tell you where to go. But they have themselves not realized fully. There are those who are living with one feet on this mundane plane and with one feet in this transcendental plane. They will help you to attain the transcendental, get an understanding. And then at the third one, they are standing with both feet on the transcendental plane. They can guide you on the transcendental plane. Others may guide you through this material world, different ways. They will please your senses. We know many of them. And those who are with one feet here and one in the Vaikunta, they can bring us to this level of Vaikunta, moksha. And then those who are members of the transcendental plane, they will appear when we are ready to. Even if they appear, we will not check them on our plane now. We will not see it because we have not the eyes. We do not have the eyes to see Krishna. We have also not the eyes to see his pure devotees. Because they are moving not on the mental or on the bodily level. They are on the level of soul. They are never separated from Krishna. Can we imagine this? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Now, yes.
Those who are situated already with both legs in the spiritual world, normally they will avoid preaching. They will become Babajis. This is seemingly correct understanding.
This is also a category from the mundane perspective, said. Goswamis were called Goswamis. But they're living like, when I see Babaji, Baba, he lives beyond all these things, Babaji or sannyasi or this. He also rules. He is beyond all these rules because he is not a member of this world. But we cannot. When we see, we may make offenses that he is not. Like we saw this, what was the name for this old...
in this temple, this old Krishna,
one, yes. He was distributing prasad in his bag. He had a big bucket like this, and he was steering like this, very, very nice sabji or khichdi something, but I never tasted like this, you know. He was going like this, and then he took a little bit and he put back in, and it was like this. If you see this, you know, materialist, oh.
That's what I mean. They are not preachers.
Oh, they're preaching?
No, they're teaching maybe, but not preaching. It's a big difference between preaching and teaching.
Preaching? Yeah, you may see difference, but yes, the preaching has also purpose of teaching, should have. Such persons are not from this world. They are not a second separated from Krishna, from Radharani. They could not tolerate it. So whatever they do, it is just an external activity. Whatever they touch, whatever they think good about you or something positive, then this is blessing. You will feel. Yeah, we have to learn many things. But it ends, as Srila Sridhar says, it all ends, you know, in Shraddha, surrender, surrender, surrender. Our Guru Maharaj always this was his conclusion of all his talks. Surrender, surrender, surrender. What surrender? This body, this mind. I don't care what the mind says. I don't hear what the intellect may tell. I am his, and I am open, whatever comes. I am open, I am speaking. I am doing whatever, but I never, the pure devotee never is separated, not a moment. So whatever he does in this material world is practically he sees not as reality. He is already on the other side. But for us, this material world has so much importance. So many desires are there. So many attachments are there. We cannot imagine how difficult it is to leave this. But if you want to go back home, if you want to go free, if you want to live in Krishna's family, become a member of Krishna's family, then we have to go this way of surrender, of letting all these illusory things where we are controlled now, what we are running for in this world, has to be given up. Anything more to say?
understand that we're on the right way, that we learn the right teachings, that we read the right books, that we spring in the right ocean, that we don't lose this way. Surrender, I know.
You will not, it's not the right ocean, there's only one ocean. This is an ocean, it's just an example given an ocean, you know.
Ocean of faith, no? You mean
Faith,
ocean
yes.
of faith,
That I will be saved. This is this we may not understand when, as long as we are rooted in this world here. Our roots are here. We think this is all and all. This is real life. But in every second it can be finished. You should always be conscious of this also. No guarantee that we live forever with this. And nobody has survived in such a body, in such a illusory plane. But we are holding on. What is the why? Why? What is the reason? We want to take the position of Krishna. Krishna it is in him, you know. He wants to enjoy, he wants to, he is alone, he is one. But to enjoy he needs more, he needs a second one, different Shaktis coming. Like Radharani, like the Goloka, his first expansion, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha, Anadi Adi Govinda, Krishna Govinda, this is, and he expands. And if I expand the die apart from me, then I want him that he never gets feeling, or he should get freedom to decide what he wants. He wants to cooperate with me, or he has different ideas or illusion. We are just tiny, insignificant. We are not so strong. So if desire is there, I want to enjoy, or I fall in illusion, then the material elements start covering us. Pumya Purnalo Vayu Kamana Buddheva Jahankari Tyamai Pinapakiliyashtata. Earth, water, fire, air, ether. Mind, intellect. Ahankara means false ego. I identify with something I am not. I am meant for him. He created us for his pleasure. So most of them is not going away from him. But some of us, or we all of us, we went away. We went to make our experience, and then we become covered. The mind, material mind, appears, and I forget Krishna. I forgot where I am coming from. It's very simple and logically, but it's not so simple when we are under the influence of this material world, or this handy. Our handy. Everybody has control. Yes. It can be used in Krishna's service, yeah. We must everything use. Guru Maharaj, everything morning. Even during Guru Puja, he was looking newspaper. I was wondering. But it's just, he was not from this world, you know. It's just for service that he knows what is going on in the world, in the politics. Only once he quoted from what he was reading, I remember. He said, there's people outside, they're going 10,000 meters in the ocean, and there is one fish, and it is poisoned. Only a part you can eat. And they're paying a big amount of money just to get to eat this fish. In this way, our material life is like this. Money, money, money. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. This one makes not happy. When I hear Hare Krishna mantra, then we should think, I offer this, I hear this, and Radharani will hear, or Radha Govinda will hear, or Gauranga Nityananda. Hare Krishna. Okay. Can we close here? Yes.
If we don't use our intellect to judge something, we can be on the wrong path. Like if I was born in a different community like Muslims, if I don't judge it with my intellect.
Yeah, in this material world, you got intellect, and the mind is not the same. The intellect, your mind tells you, you eat meat, but the intellect says, don't eat this. It's not for us. Intellect has this duty in this material world. Or we use it, intellect, for material purposes. In the spiritual world, this is difficult to explain, but there we are tools of the Lord, and we move according to His desire. And also there's intellect, but this is transcendental intellect. How can I please? What can I do for Krishna? So, but this is all on the transcendental plane. It is never this thinking of for me or for anything in this world. So I'm not responsible for anything. I have no reaction there. There's no karmic reaction in the transcendental plane. Because we're moving according to the will of the Lord, eternally. There's no beginning, no end. There's only present. It is yet Like you can hear this and think that this chanting of Hare Krishna, but you can hear it also in a way that he is serving now Krishna, and I can offer this name to him. This is directly. Whatever may come, I can use in the service of Lord. This is intellect proper used. If I use it for anything in material, then I go enter the circle of birth and death, karmic reactions coming. Whatever I do, I have to get the opposite reaction. This is a law in this material world. Can you follow this? Did it answer your question? Yeah, these things is not, it is very simple and very, very logical. You know. But for materialists, everything is very complicated. Just see one desire, you know, you cannot fulfill, your whole life gets disturbed, you know. But in spiritual world, we are just tools. We are just with the Lord, and wherever you feel comfortable in what position, as a cowherd boy, as a servant of Ramchandra, or as a motherly relation to the Lord. All, whatever our desire is to please the Lord, and have a loving relation. And we do not know what love really means. Loving relation. This can only be real love, can only be experienced on the transcendental plane, because there's no cheating there. There's not a wrong intellect. I love you as long as you give me what I want. If you don't please me, then love is gone. The material world is like this. That's because there's so much war and so much fighting going on. Fighting in the mind. It's not. You should get initiated. You're nice, such a nice person, nice service attitude. You can become nice devotee. Okay, can we close now? Some more questions? Jai Shri Sridhar Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jai Shri Gurudev ki jai. Jai Shri Mati Radharani ki jai. Jai Shri Radha Govinda Ju ki jai. Nitai Guru Premanandi. Mancha Kalpa Krishna Guru